It is the most famous soft drink in the world. It is consumed by millions of people every single day all around the globe. Yes, we are talking about Coca-Cola, and you may know the popularity behind the brand, but do you know how did it begin? Coca-Cola was created by a guy named John Pemberton, who used to be an American pharmacist and also happened to be a Confederate mayor during the Civil War. Now, in 1885, Pemberton got severely injured during the Columbus Battle, one of the final battles of the Civil War. And so, to feel less pain, he started to use morphine. And as you can imagine, he became highly addicted to morphine. And so, to find a possible solution to this drug addiction, he started to experiment with painkillers. And he came up with a new drink, a very weird drink. They contained ingredients from the buttonbush, a toxic plant very common in Alaska. Now, a couple of years later, Pemberton decided that he wanted to create a new beverage that he could possibly sell as a new medicine. And so he started to experiment with different ingredients, such as coca and coca wine. Now, coca is known throughout the world for its psychoactive alkaloids. Now, alkaloids in simple terms are organic compounds that mainly contain nitrogen atoms. So there are some alkaloids that have stimulant activities such as cocaine, caffeine, and nicotine. Okay, now coca wine instead, it's an alcoholic beverage that contains alcohol and cocaine. So it's a mixture of cocaine and alcohol. And so Pemberton came up with this new beverage that he called Pemberton French Wine Coca, which was a mixture of coca, cola nuts, alcohol, and cocaine, a mixture of everything. And he started to sell this new beverage as a new medicine. Now, a couple of years later, a new legislation against alcohol forced Pemberton to find a new alternative to his drink. And so Pemberton had to become really creative, and he came up with a new drink that did not contain alcohol. Do you know what's this? This, my friend, is St. Peter's Square because we are in Rome. Anyway, so Pemberton had to rely on one of his friends, Williams Venable, another drugstore owner. And so Williams started to experiment with different ingredients. And by accident, he mixed carbonated water with the basic syrup that was used to create the Pemberton French wine. And they came up with this new beverage. They contained two main ingredients, cocaine and caffeine. Cocaine, which came from the coca leaf, and caffeine, which came from cola nuts. So the beverage did not contain alcohol, but contained cocaine and caffeine among so many other ingredients. And so they decided that they wanted to sell the drink not as a medicine, but as a soft drink. Now, the guy who actually came up with the name Coca-Cola, his name was Frank Robinson. And Robinson simply took the two main ingredients of Coca-Cola and came up with the name. Because Coca comes from the coca leaf. That's one of the ingredients of Coca-Cola. And cola, it's a flavor which comes from cola nuts. So that's who came up with the name Coca-Cola. Now, when Coca-Cola hit the market, Pemberton got really ill and almost went bankrupt, and so he decided to sell the rights of Coca-Cola to a very intelligent businessman. His name was Asa Candler. And Candler, just pay attention to what I'm about to say. Candler bought the rights of Coca-Cola for just $2,000. That's it. And he decided that he wanted to sell the drink all around the States. And so he and his brother formed the Coca-Cola company. And they began to sell Coca-Cola all around the United States of America. And Candler was an incredible, was a very smart businessman, because he started to give free drinks to so many people to market Coca-Cola. So after a couple of years, Coca-Cola was sold all in every single state all around America. Now, the big controversy behind the brand was that the formula was kept secret. Now, many people believe that it's not really true. It's just for marketing purposes. Other people believe that only 10 people in the world actually know the right ingredients and how to mix these ingredients together. And they also believe that the formula is kept secret in a bank safe. Now, if it's true, then Coca-Cola really wants to keep their formula secret. Indeed, when they send the ingredients to the facilities where Coca-Cola is made, they send the ingredients in the form of merchandises between 0 and 9, meaning the people working in those facilities, they don't know the ingredients. They simply know how to mix the ingredients together. And all they see is merchandise 1, merchandise 2, merchandise 7. And they know how to mix these ingredients together. It is believed that merchandise 1 is sugar, merchandise 2 is caffeine, and then you have merchandise 7X. And nobody really knows what's merchandise 7X. Some people say it's a combination of essential oils, lime, orange, just a combination of everything. But it's just a big assumption. Nobody really knows the truth. And in my personal opinion, the formula will always be secret. And if it's true, it will be always kept in a bank safe. So this is how Coca-Cola began. This is the big controversy, the big secrets behind the brand. So if you liked the video, please subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the little bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And thank you so much for staying with me. I'll see you soon. Take care.